begin with, the orchestra is a community in and of itself, and it's a model community to the greater community that surrounds it. The orchestra forms a sense of voice, of individuality, but combines that and connects that to the kind of symbiotic role that we all play. You know, an orchestra is about the synergy between voices within it. It's also a space of on the one hand, trust. Every concert, every performance, every rehearsal depends on a kind of built trust in the people around you. At the same time, it's an environment that is challenging. It's an environment that is pushing us always to the next, to reach our potential, to reach the next goal, to take the art and to communicate it. And there's always a challenge and always a push in that. And this combination between the world of trust and the world of pushing yourself to the limits is a beautiful model for communities as a whole, that on the one hand need to grow a sense of trust, need to grow a sense of connectedness, but on the other hand need to ask themselves what they can do to open up spaces, to create, to share the meaning that they have, to connect and to push the work that they do collectively to another level. The challenge that orchestras have had and that orchestras face today is that, by and large, musicians in many parts of the world don't grow out of the community in the way that they could. The practice of being a musician is, in many parts of the world, being a classical musician, a symphonic musician, is very often a kind of solitary experience that involves private lessons, conservatories, but there is another way, and there's another form of growing young artists that involves beginning at the communal level, beginning in the setting where the community and the orchestra are never separated. And if you can build that into the fabric and the fiber of any town, of any region, and involve youth from an early age, that connectedness to the community, that rootedness in the community is something that will last and will grow into and transcend all levels of the orchestral world, from the very young to the professional symphony orchestra. And we're seeing the examples of that increasingly. Of course, the world pioneer, or a part of the world that has been pioneering this new relationship between the orchestra and the community is Latin America. And we work with and have supported and continue to help to support and in some way embody the success that these community-based orchestral programs have had throughout the continent, from Chile to Mexico, and also new initiatives that have grown up in places like New Brunswick in Canada that are really transforming these communities and reinventing the orchestra in a new way there. So there's also we have a great deal of hope for reinventing the orchestra within some of these communities where it's sort of lost touch.